Good morning. It's 8 a.m. and for some reason I didn't expect for it to be dark enough for me to need to use lights. I was gonna pretend to wake up naturally, but there's no point. Because I have the lights turned on because it's fucking butthole dark outside at 8 a.m. It's winter. We live in the northern regions. What am I talking about? I live in the northern region of the world, which means that our winters are fucking dark and the sun rises at like 9 a.m. at best. Today's my first week of officially being jobless. Did I say that last time that I was officially jobless? Anyway, I haven't received my status confirmation yet. I haven't received confirmation of benefits either, so it's kind of like a weird in-between period right now. So today is not a very busy day. I have two things I need to do. I need to go to a shopping mall and buy a couple of things, and then I also need to go pick up a parcel. And that's basically it. The rest is up to me. Let's get up, let's have breakfast. Let's go out there. I prefer to run my errands in the morning before lunchtime, because that's when you're sure to have the least amount of people in a shopping mall, for example. And it's the easiest and fastest to get to places as well. We're gonna get there, we're gonna get our shit done, and I hope to get back before lunch. And then have lunch and just chill and do my stuff that I always do. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Rise and shine, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Alright. Let's go into the kitchen / living room. Oh wait, do the neighbors still have their Christmas lights on? I can show you. Yes they do. Hold on. I need to navigate this camera. Okay. First we need to zoom in. Then I need to lower the gimbal. Let me zoom in some more. Oh my god, it looks so miserable. Never mind. Oh my god, it looks so much better. In person. Turn on the goddamn lights in this bitch. Why is it so fucking dark? Because it's winter and you live in the north. Thank you. I love logic in the morning. So, there's two things that I need to get today at the shopping mall. The first one is some sticky pads for the bottom of my new adjustable height table, because it's very heavy. And so far we have it propped up on a cardboard box. And I also need to buy a very specific bra. This one's for the girlies, by the way. Guys, you can continue watching, but this one's for the girlies. I need to buy this very specific bra that I last bought like 5-6 years ago. And I've been thinking that I need to buy a new one of the same kind for the last 4 years. And I haven't done it yet because I need to go to like this specific shop and try on the bras again, because I don't remember what the size is of my current one. Because it might be one of two. So I couldn't order it online. I have to physically go into the shop. And the stars didn't align for the last 4 years somehow for me to go into the shop and fucking try on the bras and buy it again. Anyways, it might get done today unless those bras are no longer made, which would make me really upset, but they better have them in stock. So today for breakfast, I know there's a video already where I was making porridge for breakfast, but unfortunately the stars aligned in a way where I'm making porridge again today. Yeah, I have oats. Good. I was about to make porridge with no porridge. This specific non-dairy milk it comes to a boil so fast where it's not that it like starts boiling fast. It's when it reaches a boiling point, it almost fucking shoots up with bubbles. So I have to be very careful because the amount of times that I've had this overflow in the past. So I've learned my lesson and now I watch it continuously to not miss the important moment of boilage. Is that enough porridge? Nope. We need to get some more. Good thing I went to the store. No! Okay. It's all good. Okay, now it's too much. Whatever. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna turn this on, so I'll be back when I'm done. I keep forgetting to turn my microphone on, but I feel like for this section I'd rather not have it on at all. Let me just place it onto here. I'll place it on my soap dispenser. I'm removing my Invisalign rubber bands. Cold water. Cold. Toner that's sprayable. I discovered this through my mom. Thank you, Mom. She's not watching this. Just like that. And then we wait for it to dry, and then moisturizer and a little bit of sunscreen, even in these dark winter times, because I still spend a lot of time in front of screens. I wait for it to dry. What the fuck do you want me to do? I might have some tea today. That's exciting. I don't have tea often because Invisalign. And it is likely to like stain your attachments if you drink it. I don't know, every other day without doing the proper hygiene afterwards. So I kind of just avoid it overall and then allow myself to have a cup of tea like once a week. Sunscreen. Okay, let's go finish sorting breakfast and make some tea. All right, let's plate up this porridge. I think I'm gonna have it with like some cherry jam and an orange. The oranges that I bought, oh my God, they're so juicy, so beautiful. I had one yesterday in the evening and I was like, ha 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 ha, this is the meaning of life, a nice, juicy, beautiful orange. So I'm gonna have another one this morning and hope I feel the same. Oh yeah, tea. Ooh, tea. I love green tea, I love white tea, but green tea more than white tea stains your teeth. So I kind of avoid those unless I'm feeling very, very sleepy during the day and I need a little caffeine boost. But I think ever since I've got my Invisalign put on back in September, so that was like 4 months ago, I've only had like green or white tea about 2 times. So I mostly have like fruity slash, what would I, let me just show you. My go-tos right now are like fruity light teas, which are like peach and lemon, which barely has any staining, mint with lemon, and then ginger and lemon. Everything has lemon. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna have ginger and lemon because it's winter. Are you far away? Does it feel far away for you? It's gonna get a little noisy, so I'm just gonna get louder, okay? I forget to look directly at the camera. I'm always looking at the viewfinder. I'm terrible at keeping eye contact. Yep, this one's gonna be great as well. Woohoo! No seeds, all juice. Hell yeah. Chick chicka boom, chick chicka boom, chick chicka boom. They call me Cuban Pete. Copyright. Here it comes. Chick chicka boom, chick chicka boom, chick chicka boom. Sounds like Shakira's song. Now it just sounds like upside, inside out. La vida loca. YouTube, you can't copyright me if I'm fucking off key and barely anyone understands what I'm singing, okay? When I was briefly an au pair in France, I was looking after 3 boys and I was peeling oranges like this in front of them, and they're like, "Is that a Lithuanian way of eating oranges?" And I was like, "No, it's what a lot of humans do." Honestly, I should have been like, "Yeah, we invented it." I pour cold water into my tea. I want to drink it right away, and I can't drink fucking piping hot boiling tea, especially with Invisalign, so give me a break. 2/3 of this cup are cold water, just so you know. Black cherry with sloe juice? What the fuck is a sloe? Oh, it's like a plum. It tastes so fucking good. I get it from Lidl. I don't know if it's available worldwide, but you can try. It's so good. It's like, it's sweet, it's tangy, it's sour. Is tangy the right word? Doesn't smell like anything. And then we just plop it. Oh, it's not, look down. Ta-da! It looks so dramatic with the tilt. And also a cup of tea. Yes, that was a very autistic hold of the cup, I'm aware. I just didn't want to spill it because my hands shake a lot. Fuck off. Yes, tilt up. Thank you very much. Eye contact. Eye contact. While I take my Invisalign out, please don't. One, bottom trays out. Two, upper trays out. We can go eat, go wild, go crazy. Woohoo! All right. Ugh. Oh, how do you like this view? Did that remind you of something? Oh my God. I've never felt more manly in my whole entire life. Oh my God, the first sip of tea. And then the porridge. I've had it in this exact same bowl, maybe with a different variation of fruit next to it. That's my life. That's everyone's life. We just repeat shit over and over again. I feel like the camera could be a little lower. Yeah, baby. Let me watch something while I eat, and then I'll be back later. Later. Okay, I got ready. Currently, it's 10:20 right now. My goal is to go out there and get everything done and come back for lunchtime, which is around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at the latest. So yeah, and we're gonna go to the big shopping mall, and then on the way back, don't let me forget to pick up my package, okay? That's on you. Okay, don't forget to pick up the package. Don't forget to pick up the package. Don't forget to pick up the package. I'm back. I'm back. And guess what time is it? Guess what time it is? We have to redo this. I'm back. Let's see what time it is. It's 12:37. I'm super happy. We're back home just in time for lunch. The trip was very successful. I didn't have to wait long for any of the buses. And as soon as I entered the shopping mall, I was like, okay, I need to go here. I go there. I need to go there. I go there. Oh, and this is nearby. I go there, and I got everything within like 30 minutes. It was incredible. Incredible sportsmanship, incredible performance, incredible, anyways. For today's lunch, we have stir fry made from leftovers, a salad, and a calcium supplement. I might have something else. This might not be enough. I might even have it with some bread. Because for me, this is a small portion. So we'll see. Bon apple titties. I'll watch something as well. I finished watching my show. I'm currently watching, The Grand Family is what it's called in English. Another Japanese show, because all I'm watching is freaking Japanese shows. And its budget is ridiculously high. It was made in 2007, and think of like Schindler's List, but like for every fucking episode. The number of extras, the elaborate sets, it's set in like the post-war era, and it's made in 2007, like I said, so they had to like build entire streets, and they have these driving shots through the streets, and just the amount of money, and it has a big cast of like big actors. And it's just, I tried to Google the budget, but like in Japan, they don't really have it as public information, which is super fucking weird. But there's estimates that like one episode was probably, how much was it? How much did they say? I need to look this up again. I think one episode was roughly around at least $1 million. Let me look this up. The Grand... And to think like in 2007, it wasn't gonna like... Japanese shows were probably watched in like Korea, Japan, obviously China maybe. Indonesia maybe? I'm not sure. But like it wasn't gonna go global at all. And like the budget is fucking insane. Jesus Christ. So that's an interesting point. But it's definitely a soap opera, so it's not for everyone for sure. It's also very wordy. Because it's based on a novel, they tend to like over-explain a lot of things, and instead of just letting the actors act out the emotion, you also have the narrator telling you exactly how they're feeling, which is like, ugh, just shut the fuck up. But anyways, if you're interested, it's on Netflix, and just watch the first episode to get a feel of the budget. It's freaking insane. Let me sit my ass down. So what I got is a wall socket for my Osmo Pocket, so that I could charge it fast. Because you need what did I say? A wall plug. I got a wall plug for my Osmo Pocket, because it doesn't come with the camera. You get the wire, the USB-C cable, but you don't get the wall plug. Because they assume that you have one, or that you'll use like your Mac laptop charger to charge the camera, which I don't fucking have. It's apparently them being environmentally friendly because they assume most people who buy this camera will already have a suitable charger/wall plug. Not me. I had to buy one. Look what I'm doing to the box. It's not looking good. Oh, come on. Sacré bleu. Let me in. Okay, we're in. There it is in all its glory. 65 watts. 2 USB-C holes. And it's PD charging compatible, whatever that means. I just associated with being able to charge my camera fast. So we're gonna test it later when my camera or microphone runs out of battery. I feel like this microphone might explode if I charge it with this. Through the wire, through the limit, through the wall. Okay. It fits, bitch. Okay. I'll wait until I need to charge my shit and test it out and see if it works. And then we'll live happily ever after. The end. What I'm gonna do now, I can't decide what I should do. Maybe look for a job. No. I'm 27 now. I've looked for jobs many times, and I absolutely hate the fucking process. 'Cause it just makes you feel miserable, because you kind of know what you like and you don't like, but you can only choose from like what's available, and it becomes a very complicated mental game with yourself where you kind of don't want to, give in too much and just accept whatever's available. But then also you can't be like too choosy because you'll end up with nothing. So I just don't want to start that right away right now. I'm just going to wait for the confirmation of my unemployment status and benefits before I really get into the nitty-gritty of things. But yeah, because I have like savings, I also don't want to rush it too much and just like genuinely give myself some time to just let my brain rest and reset my brain to the appropriate wavelengths. So, I don't know, maybe I'll study Japanese? I'm not sure, I'm still doing it. Currently, I have one more chapter left until I'm finished with my current exercise books, and I don't know what I'm going to do afterwards. I've been looking into Japanese language courses because it would be great to start like doing group activities and practice talking more, because I've been doing a shit ton of reading, listening, and writing and grammar, but in terms of talking, I can only talk to myself, and that's not going to train your talking ability. So, and in a way, instead of paying for a course, I'd rather just like put myself in an environment where I can practice it, which is essentially speaking to some native speaker somehow, which is making me, even the thought of that is making me super anxious. Okay, moving on. Okay, and now I'm gonna do my textbook exercise. Well, not technically exercise. I just go through the textbook, and then I have the grammar book as well. So for today, my task is to get through the grammar rules in chapter 14 so that tomorrow we can crack on with exercises in the grammar book. Do you want an example? Hold on, let me adjust. アジアの一部の国を除いて、日本の政治家は外国ではほとんど, and the sentence is not finished because it's not relevant. But here's the word that we're interested in. 除く means to remove, get rid of. を除いて is used as a compound particle meaning except. Is your brain just logging off right now? Don't worry, me too. I can't like film this and get into this. This textbook, Tobira, is known as being exceptionally dry, and unfortunately, I only found out after I started it. But I'm almost finished with it, so it's not too bad. But essentially, I read through the rules, I read the examples, and kind of familiarize myself with the grammar so that I have an easier time when I actually do the grammar exercises. Let's read the first example sentence. 私が重い病気だということは両親を除いて誰も知らない。How do I translate this efficiently? No one except for my family knows that I have a serious illness. Anyways, let me crack on with this. I just realized that Jujutsu Kaisen comes out today, the new season, and it comes out at 6 p.m. Central Eastern Time in Europe, so we've got an hour and a half until it comes out. But I think my sister's coming over at around that time. So I'll be watching it later in the evening when she leaves, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the soundtrack especially. I've read the manga to the very end, so I know what happens. And it'll be a lot easier for me to understand what's happening in the anime as well, but I'm so stoked for the soundtrack because I loved it for the other seasons, so whoop whoop. All right, dudes and dudettes, I've had dinner, I've had my shower, and now it's time for Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's see if it's on Crunchyroll. It's currently 8:42 p.m. It should have appeared on Crunchyroll at 6 p.m. Let me flip you. Let's see. Ooh, I've actually seen the first, 40 minutes of this because I went to see the movie. No! I thought we were gonna get, someone said like an hour-long special and then an episode, but it's just two 23-minute episodes. I've seen both of these at the cinema! No! Okay, well, let's wait for the intro. The brother just spinning. All right. I finished it. Let me take these off. Okay. I'm happy with this. I'm excited to see how it goes. And I love the freaking soundtrack. The ambient music, the driving music, the fight scene music. It's great. It's great. I hope it's the same composer because it does sound like the same type of vibe of music, but they are using like different textures and sounds and instruments, which is very fun, you know? I was hoping they would do that in... Oh, this is not related at all, but I was hoping they would do this for Dune 2 when the movie came out. Because it was like, oh, it's a second movie, so we're going to, expand on the Dune universe, and we're going to expand on the Dune soundtrack. But it was like, no, we're going to use the exact same music, and I was so disappointed. So Jujutsu Kaisen here is doing exactly what needs to be done, where you expand the soundtrack, where you use similar vibes of music, but you use completely new instruments and textures and techniques, and it just, it's fun to listen to. So kudos to the composer. Track my face, please. Way! I came back here because while I was doing yoga, I remembered a couple of things that I wanted to say about Jujutsu Kaisen. So, number one, I feel like they're gonna set a new trend in anime editing because they had like quite a few instances where they would do character shots that were less than a second long. You couldn't even properly register them, but they were a part of like a dialogue scene. And it just would allow you to like briefly, almost subconsciously register an emotion, and then it would just cut away from their face to like their hand or something, which is I've not seen this being done anywhere else, so this is very new to me, and I feel like it might set a trend. And then also another thing I wanted to say, almost 2 years ago was when I watched Jujutsu Kaisen for the first time. And I didn't know any Japanese back then, but now I still watch it with subtitles now in English. With English subtitles, Japanese dub. But the reason why I wanted to start learning Japanese was because I wanted to understand the nuance of like what was being said by the characters and how they acted and how they said what they said. And now I'm at a point where I can pick up on quite a lot of it, like the certain words that they use, the certain dialects that they have. And it's what genuinely keeps me motivated to keep studying, just like that added layer of understanding, which makes your whole experience so much richer. And it does not matter what you're engaging in, whether it's anime, TV shows, or actual conversations. It just gives you so much more information than just regular, direct translation subtitles would, because the subtitles will never include all the information that, the dialogue actually has. So yeah, that was me geeking out. Now let me, I think I'm gonna just chill in bed, read some Japanese on my Satori Reader app. It's so difficult to say in like an American accent, but then Satori Rida also fucking sounds stupid. I can't do either accent. I'm cursed. Okay, so this is what my nightly routine is. I read chapters from Satori Reader, and intermittently watch YouTube as well. So let me attempt to read this on camera. God, this is so embarrassing. I think I went through this yesterday. Essentially, these are really short. Like, these are short chapters because this is beginner level, but essentially I just like read through a chapter as many times as it takes for me to like be able to fluently read it, and then I move on to the next one. Okay. 壁の穴第11話 So, The Hole in the Wall 11th chapter すると久美子はねずみさんこっちにおいでよ After that Kumiko said Mr. Mouse, come here please. Is it please? It's just come here. I get the translations here as well. Thereupon Kumiko said, Mr. Mouse, come over here. 塩鮭おいしいよと言った Salted salmon is tasty, she said. This translation sucks. But to be fair, we're in the middle of the story, so you wouldn't get it. But this is essentially like a children's story level of, it's a children's story, so don't expect elaborate texts. 僕は Ooh, I don't remember this one from yesterday. With trepidation, fearfully, trembling with fear. 恐る恐る。僕は恐る恐る。その塩鮭は穴かい? Is this salted salmon a trap or no? I asked trepidatiously と聞いた。すると久美子は大きな目をさらに大きく目開き目開き fuck 目開きすると久美子は大きな目をさらに大きく目開きねずみさん話せるのと聞いた After that, Kumiko's eyes widened and she asked Mr. Mouse, Can you talk? 僕は人間の言葉が話せるのかと自分でびっくりした I startled, asking myself, Huh? I can speak human speech? It will be 2 years of me studying... Let me flip the camera. Hello. It will be 2 years of me studying Japanese this May. Right now it's January, so we have 4 months. And I'm proud to say I'm making progress. I wish I was fucking fluent already, if I'm honest, but I'm only human, so... But to go from, like, literally not knowing the language at all to being able to somewhat read children's books with a lot of looking up different kanji, I mean, it's not too bad if you ask me. And most importantly, I can understand the nuance in Japanese dramas and anime. Alright, I'm gonna continue with my reading and a little bit of YouTube and eventually go to sleep. Thank you very much for watching this video. I have no idea how long it's gonna be, and it felt like I filmed a bunch of random stuff today, and it's not gonna make sense at all, but what did I do today? I woke up, had breakfast, went and bought some bras and other stuff, came back, studied Japanese, what then? Chilled. My sister came over, then I watched Jujutsu Kaisen, did yoga, showered before that. Damn, my day. Well, you know what? Call it being fun employed, although I don't see any fun in it yet. But I am resting. I am getting the time to rest and then I can't even talk anymore. I think things will kick off starting next week where I'll start looking at job postings and applying to jobs and all of that fun stuff. So, yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And until then, I hope you're having fun being employed. Bye.